Um, Hello, everyone. Jeff here, and with me is Squish. Um,
Hello.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know that last that last night we found out that Akira Toriyama passed away. Um, yeah, it's honestly fucking. It took us both for a ride and whatnot. Um, this guy, it's what's there to say other than he was our childhood. He was like one. He was like a good like half, if not a third, of our childhood. Like our lives mostly, our growing up mostly revolved around him and his work on Dragon Ball and whatnot. Um, it's been fucking hard, like for like the last couple hours and stuff, to just have such a creative mind just go away. Um, like I watched Dragon Ball like when I initially watched the first Harmony Gold dub of Dragon Ball when I was like 5 or 6, back when Goku was called Zero as a dub. Um, I only remember just that, and also was when Piccolo Junior at the time um was starting his arc, so it was near the final arc of the OG Dragon Ball, and I had no idea what was going on. Um, Fast forward to like maybe I want to say probably this first or second grade, Dragon Ball started popping up like on just random broadcast stations, like on CBS or ABC and whatnot before it landed landed in Toonami and whatnot. Um, and then from the Ocean dub, which was the dub that was being shown on all the broadcast normal broadcasting before it went to Funimation and Konami, was the one I saw, and then from then on there, it's literally just history. Um, when I got a little bit older, I had access into the first two Dragon Quest games, which Akira Toriyama drew for the Dragon Quest series. I'm pretty sure you guys already know that. Um, and then I got into probably one of the best RPGs on the NES, if not all time, Chrono Trigger, which Akira Toriyama did obviously did the illustrations for. There was an Easter egg that that showed Akira Toriyama. It was one of the secret endings and whatnot, and it was talking about he was sending a message to his kids like, "Hey, look at your dad working on a video game and stuff." Um, like to say that his work was inspirational, is way less than enough. Like he what he did with Dragon Ball is something that nobody can really. I feel like nobody can duplicate nowadays in regards to anime and manga. Um, Squish, um, you've obviously had history with Dragon Ball and stuff.
Yeah. So uh, growing up as a kid in the you know, early nine or late '90s, early 2000s, Konami was a big thing, and like I just, man, I just remember coming home like after school, like turning on the TV, and then my cartoons coming on, and just watching cartoons, and then at some point it goes, next up, it's Toonami. Next up, Dragon Ball Z. And that was such a big part of my like early childhood, early everything.
Yeah.
Like Dragon Ball has been there for so much. Like I used to watch so much Dragon Ball, and like the first episode I remember watching or like remembering is is the episode where Frieza kills Krillin, and then and then Goku turned Super Saiyan for the first time, and like that scene has always stuck with me for so long. Just because that's like when I was like hooked. That was the day I was hooked. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
that was the day I knew I loved Dragon Ball Z, and like uh, with Akira Toriyama's work, I've really only knew him for Dragon Ball. I didn't play any of those any of the RPGs or watched Doctor Slump or read Doctor Slump or any of his other works, but Dragon Ball Z has had such or Dragon Ball and Z and all the other like things.
Yeah.
It's uh, just been one of those things that will stick with me forever.
Yeah. And back when before we not before, but when we started hanging out and whatnot, like Dragon Ball Z was such a cornerstone, like even for the nights, like back when we used to hang out with Speedy and Nubs a lot and stuff. Where we played a lot of Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
Yeah.
We, like the guys always like just ditched school and just came over to my house and we just played fucking Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 like for like hours, it feels like. Um Also when Squishy bought the like one of the box sets for like the Cell Saga.
I
Um
have no idea what happened to that.
I haven't I think Serge might have stolen it with your other DVDs, I think, but I'm not 100% sure. But like, remember we just marathoned it all in like one fucking day and night.
Yeah.
Like it was both in English and in Japanese too. Like it's it's wild. Like it's just the fact that somebody who created such a revolutionary series is gone. You know,
Hmm.
like it it fucking sucks. Like I was crying like this morning during work and shit like that. You know, I somebody asked me why I was sad and I had to explain to them and stuff like that about why and whatnot. It's just that um Akira Toriyama and his work on Dragon Ball like inspired like many artists. You know, like everybody has a everybody has a Dragon Ball has drawn a Dragon Ball OC once. You know,
Yeah.
like
Mine used to look like Gohan, like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, right?
uh
And he had boxing gloves.
that see that's what's up. I think I think I went with like with Trunk, like I drew mine as Trunks with more like my hair, so it was like more afro-y at the time with a bandana because I was into that. I'm into that stuff. Don't forget like the all like the beam struggles, the fights, how epic they were and stuff.
Mo-
Like
Modern shonen would not be what it is if Dragon Ball Z was not around.
exactly like you saw like letters from Kishimoto and Oda.
Bro,
Oh,
those hit.
they hit hard, dude.
Oh, they hit.
And those are like two and funnily enough, it's those two mangas like Naruto and One Piece are like are really well known and stuff like that. Not to the extent of Dragon Ball Z, but or Dragon Ball, but like they are well known that people like do the Naruto runs and the Luffy gear stance and whatnot. You
Yeah.
know, like and that all originates from like from Dragon Ball, from us being dumb kids doing Kamehamehas or trying to like throw up hand signs to do the burning attack. You know,
Yeah.
um, it's just
Bro, I remember another one of my memories is like I remember going down like the schoolyard
uh-huh.
and going up to my friends and be like, hey, I can turn Super Saiyan, watch. And then I just like I like scream as loud as I could and then just move my eyebrows up and down to signify like I have the aura around me.
That's awesome. Oh
Like,
man.
yeah.
Um, we all had our favorite fight scenes. You know, we all had our favorite arcs and whatnot. The thing about Dragon Ball and what and a lot of, like this is probably why a lot of people maybe dog on it so much is just that it's simple. It's easy to get into. You know, like
Yeah.
OG Dragon Ball was about adventure, and it wasn't the first to popular. I'm sorry, it wasn't the first to create the tournament arc, but it popularized it. Popularized it.
Mhm.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. And Goku did not win like the first couple of Tenkaichi Budokai tournaments he entered and stuff. You know, and like if there's anything that tells that probably one of the biggest reasons why we fucking love Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z so much is just that it's about growth. You know, like it's about
Also,
go for it.
Goku is like the ultimate main character. He's so wholesome. He's like ultimate good guy, you know?
Yeah, like people could talk to rag on Goku about him in Super and whatnot, and about the whole Cell incident or whatever. But like
Hmm.
he's a simple guy, and the only thing he wants to do is grow and improve, you know.
Hmm.
And he wants others to achieve their goal. Like he's such a good fucking protagonist, you know. Like he grows to be stronger. Like he doesn't like have a see like a character shift like fucking say like and we'll get to Vegeta and Piccolo in a little bit, but like he grows and improves on the stuff he has, you know, on stuff he
Hmm.
gets and stuff. Like Goku when in the Battle of the Gods, Goku he was upset that he achieved the God form because he didn't do it by himself, you know.
Yeah.
And well, let's bring up Vegeta and Piccolo now. Like the fact that those two were like big antagonists, you know, and they became like such fan favorite characters, you know. Um, the whole the whole of Vegeta redemption like says on its own from like a person who was gonna destroy the planet to like him being a bitter family man now
Yeah.
who and he loves his family and stuff. Um, like I could literally go on and on about Akira Toriyama and his work and stuff, and it's fucking rough, you know. Like after he was done with Dragon Ball, he just started working on one shots and whatnot. One of them I'm remembering was Koa, which involved like a half vampire, half were koala little kid and stuff like that. And Neko Majin Z, which was like a parody of Dragon Ball, and Jocko the Space Patrolman, I believe that's what it's called. All of them were one shots and stuff, and that's what he's just doing. Then he worked on Sandland, which is getting a lot of hype due to with the movie coming out in a video game and stuff. And not manga wise, but anime wise, we got Dragon Ball Daima that's gonna be coming out I think this year, which involves you know them reverting back all the whole cast reverting back to like either kids or chibi forms and focusing on more of a Dragon Ball adventure. You know,
Mhm.
like I fuck like I don't think I would have gone hard on drawing as much as I did if not for Akira Toriyama and his work on Dragon Ball. Um, the fights, like the beam struggles, it was all there. You know, we all wanted to be part of the Z Fighters. You know,
Mhm.
like we can't fucking none of us can deny that.
Mhm.
And the fact that fuck, hold on,
You're good.
yeah, the fact that his work has he hasn't been able to see like his latest work. He won't be able to see his latest work is just
Mhm.
sad. Like I feel like that and I mentioned this like with everybody. With Takahashi, with Miura, that you know well, no, I guess not so with Takahashi because Yu-Gi-Oh has already been completed, But with Mira though, like the fact that you're not able to see something that you created finish is just devastating. I mean, I know that he did Dragon Ball Z and like Dragon Ball and Doctor Slump and whatnot, but with Dragon Ball Daima coming out, and I don't even know if the Sandland movie came out yet. Not here. It's just very bitter, you know.
Yeah.
Like just like I said, he's been a part of my childhood, Squishy's childhood. He's been part of our teenagehood and stuff. And he's a part of our adulthood. And what Akira Toriyama has done for us, we will never take for granted. Um, for me, when I went to go watch Battle of the Gods with Steamboat Taco and Knuckle Bomber back when we were doing the Board Offline podcast and stuff, that's how I met Knuckle Bomber in person, and you know, from there we became friends and stuff. Me and Taco watched not watched Battle of the Gods, but we watched Broly together. Well, of course, we watched Battle of the Gods, but we also watched the Broly movie. And were you there when we watched um, the last one, the most recent Dragon Ball movie, Squish?
No.
No.
Yes. I did see the Broly movie with you guys. No, I did.
All right. What about the
Yeah.
what about the Cell movie, the Cell Max movie?
No, I didn't see that one.
Okay. Um, it was all real good overall. Like you you cannot have modern day anime and modern day manga without Dragon Ball and Akira Toriyama. You cannot
Yeah.
have action without Akira Toriyama, and you can't have comedy without Akira Toriyama and stuff. Like the fact he was initially a gag mangaka and he made like one of the most epic stories, and it was everybody's first introduction to the Chinese novel Journey to the West and stuff. Like it's just
You
it's
wanna
yeah.
you wanna give your thoughts on Kira Toriyama?
It's my boy. I didn't expect the news. It made me so sad to see Oda and that other guy write their goodbye letters to him.
Kishimoto?
Then the lady who voices Goku, she said her regards about it, and it made me really sad also. It's not very cash money right now.
Yeah, it's sad. It's a rough day for everybody. Like regardless of whether you were into Dragon Ball or not, or any of Akira Toriyama's work, you have to understand the impact that he made to the anime and manga world. Like he came out the right time for us, where we grew up. We were growing up just to watch. We're growing up like Gohan, wanting to be like Goku and stuff, and most of us have achieved our goals in one way or another. People trained to be like Goku. People wanted to draw like Toriyama. People wanted to be funny like like Doctor Slump and whatnot. Like you could you could thank Akira Toriyama for all of his work and stuff, and for all of the all of the weep shit that we have now and stuff, because I don't know how
Like
long. Go for it, Squish.
I have so much Dragon Ball stuff and like so much like like it's so it's just bruh.
Yeah.
Like it's still
Yeah.
I still can't get over it. Oh, my
Same.
brother wanted to say something.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I saw a post today. How they're like people were giving him so much crap about that new Dragon Ball show, but then like now people are realizing that it's like the last thing he poured his heart into, and we should appreciate the new show even though it doesn't look like it's gonna be amazing.
That's the thing. I'm excited for it. Like
I haven't really seen much on it,
people.
but
I think because people just gave crap on it because it's like what people call babyfication and whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah, it's that one. I forgot the I saw the
yeah, but I'm like
I forgot they showed the trailer for that.
I'm personally all for it. Like
Yeah, I'm all about it.
um. So we're already 30. I could like talk on and on more about Akira Toriyama and whatnot, but we're gonna wrap this up so we could. We're actually what we're gonna do. I feel like that would be cool. Is that we're gonna watch a couple of openings from Dragon Ball, Doctor Slump, the Chrono Trigger opening, and a couple of the video games, the Dragon Ball Z video games, stuff of that. Before we get to watching our other anime stuff and get back to
Mhm.
the goofiness that is the stream. So got any final words to say, Squish?
I just hope that he's actually resting in peace now.
Yeah.
So rest in peace.
Rest in peace. And um, if you guys if you guys have been inspired by his work or the byproducts of his works, just keep at it. All right. Um, just keep at it. You know, follow the turtle. Follow the path of the turtle school. You know.